Good morning. Happy Monday, my friends. I have 3 spring trends for you guys today, and I'm super excited because they are so in my wheelhouse. They are so in my perspective, and they are so, we're synced up this spring. I am very happy when trends align with my personal makeup perspective. Are you ready? They're all in makeup. So let's roll, and they're going to be really easy for you. And I'm going to show you, sorry, I'm working on my phone here. I'm going to show you a spring look. That's going to be one of the trends. And it is so simple and it is so easy and you're going to absolutely love it. And it's called Sugar Rush. Okay? Sugar Rush. Isn't that fun? It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's going to be cutesy. It's going to be pinks. It's going to be bubblegummy and cotton candy-y. I mean, we're going to a candy store over here and we're going to do it. It almost could be considered a dash out the door look because of how simple and easy it is. We're not going to use 4 different colors of eyeshadows. We're not doing all of that. We're going to use 2 different colors of eyeshadows. And actually, I'm going to dip into our cheeks. So it's one of those also that is going to give you a bang for your buck. When I love cheek colors as eye colors, if you don't play around with that, do, because it is fantastic. So I'm going to take Darling Pink, and that's going to end a really light pink shimmer, super light. And I'm going to go in the inside corner and underneath the brow. Super simple. I mean, isn't Sugar Rush, isn't that the cutest name ever? Like, I saw it and I was like, I'm totally going to love it. It's going to be one of those looks that you can throw and go and have a couple of different products. You're going to love it. Okay, so that was Hint of Pink. No, that was Darling Pink, sorry. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit. I feel like it's going to be like kind of that, like a Smarties or like, you know, like a little pop of color, a little fizz to it. Everything in this world is going to be about candy. I'm trying not to eat as much sugar, so I put sugar on my face, not in my body. And the next color I'm going to use is Rogue Rose. We are also going to use this as cheek color, so you're going to get a bang for your buck on that. I'm going to do in the crease and the lid. I'm going to come about 3/4 of the way over. Like I said, it is sugar sweet. It's light, it's pretty. Now, if you want to intensify this and still, you know, get it, here, actually, I can probably do it. Let me do this first so I can match. So this is Rogue Rose. And if you want a super light color and a super light look, stay here because it's perfectly lovely. Brown eyeliner or a gray eyeliner, both of those would be super pretty. You could go there. Now, if you want to play and you want to give it a little bit of oomph, let's add Wineberry. We're going to do exactly what we just did. So you wouldn't pick Rogue Rose. You would pick Wineberry instead. So it would be Darling Pink and Wineberry. But this will give us some more. Just some more. More pink. More color, more intensity. And so you can kind of pick what level of the Sugar Rush trend you want to be on. Do you want to be kind of on the sweet side? Do you want to be on the sassy side? You always know where I want to be, right? I think I want to be sweet, and then I see the sassy and I'm like, please, you know I'm going to be sassy. So just, I mean, could it be any easier? No. Okay, now take a little bit of brown eyeliner. Like I said, you could use Steely also. Okay, and I get so many questions about eyeliner. I want you to see what I just did. I didn't do like a perfect line. That is unnecessary. All we're going to do, which is, I'm taking all the pressure off you guys. Because eyeliner is so easy to get wrong. And it is so hard to get right. I'm like literally dabbing it into my lash line. So I'm just going to do that. But then I'm also going to take, this brush is a godsend, and I'm going to take my espresso eyeshadow. You can do that with Steely eyeliner as well. I think it looks really pretty over the top. And I'm just going to layer on it and give it a little smudgy effect. Yeah, Shelly, you know we're sassying it. And I'm going to smudge it a little further, a little thicker outside than inside, because we want that little optical illusion. Okay, because if we can make that thicker and thinner on the inside, our eyes are going to look bigger. And then I'm going to go just slightly underneath, right on the lash line again, a little thicker to the outside once again. 3/4 of the way, just to give us, and this is also super important for those of us, I carry a lot of pink in my eyes, and when I wear pinks on my eyes in eyeshadow form, it can look like I've been crying. So that brown eyeliner and that brown eyeshadow right around the ring is really important to kind of stop that look. It happens when I do pinks or purples without lining and giving myself a little bit of grounding and dimension there. Okay, a little moisturizer. Pick up any of that powder that fell down. Now, gotta put your eye cream on, and I love this eye cream in the morning because it feels like a little percolator, like a little coffee for your eyes. And also, I feel like it kind of looks like an Instagram filter. Just kind of smudges. And that's a good word for underneath the eye. I feel like this is going to burst on me. Hold on. There we go. Just kind of smooths and smudges out that. I can totally tell when I put it on. I love that stuff. Totally love it. Nighttime, I use this one because that's the deep hydration one. That's for lifting and tightening and all of that. But I like the Instagram filter in the morning. Okay, I already curled my eyelashes. Don't forget to do that. And then we need a little bit of mascara. So, you know I'm obsessed with Great Heights. It's our new one. And then my true confessional is I didn't think we needed a new one. I thought it was kind of silly. And then we got it. And I'm like, well, duh, we didn't need a mascara. We needed this mascara. It's really wonderful for sensitive eyes. Really wonderful for those who like seasonal allergies now. You don't need any more irritation to your eyes. This is a great mascara for you. Really light. Very pretty. If you use 3 coats of it, 74% increase in length. I'm not going to do all that today, but you just get on with your bad self. You go right for it. Okay, because this look is going to be so easy and flattering and light and all of the things, I'm going to mix my CC cream with my anti-aging foundation. So like a half pump of CC cream, and I use that as a primer, and just a little squirt of my foundation. And I put that on the back of my hand, taking my liquid foundation brush, just mix it together right on there. And so instead of 2 steps, I'm going to do it in 1. If you are really trying to, tighten up on your time that you're spending on your routine, definitely spend it in skincare. Don't waste it on makeup. There's a lot of things you can do to consolidate steps. That is one of them right there. It's not as much coverage, but it is pretty darn close. Okay, so super easy. It just smooths everything out. And then I'm still going to use the rest of what's on the back of my hand. I'm going to put a little swig of under eye corrector on there, or you can use concealer. And I'm going to kind of mix all of that together. And I am going to take that and I am going to emphasize this inside corner of my face. So right here, darkest place of your whole face, and people forget it. The little dark circles under here, swoop it to the end of your eyebrow. Lighten it up. We don't want anything creasing. Go over the eyebrow as well. Down the middle of your nose if you want to. But you see how just even that little bit really brought out my eye. It kind of brought my cheekbone up a little bit. So we're going to do that same thing. We're going to lighten and brighten this inside corner. A little bit of coverage on your under eye circles. And guys, I get more comments about under eye care than anything. Dark spots and under eye care is what I hear the most of with people's concerns. I can't tell you enough. If you are not using hydrogel eye patches 5 times a week, they're not going to get any better. This is like the deal on under eye circles, on tightening and brightening and smoothing. Okay, so I'm going to tell my husband real quick. I do fuss at him a little bit about some things. Mostly because he uses so much dang product. He's like, I need more boosters. I'm like, what? Why? What are you doing? You're going through it faster than me. And, he's bald. He's like, well, I got this big old head. And, so I'm like, why are you using so much product? So I kind of was razzing him the other day. Well, then he goes, I think I need boosters, but I'm trying not to use them but once every 3 days because I know you don't want me using so much product. And I'm like, Frank, here's the deal. Use them twice a day or don't use them at all. Because it's not going to benefit you to try to be sparse and save money or save product. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you're trying to not use these as much because you don't want to go through them, they're not going to work the way they're supposed to. That is literally everything with skincare. The key is consistency. You've got to use the products that are meant for twice a day. You got to use the products that are meant for 4 or 5 times a week, 4 times a week. You can't use them once a week and think, well, why are my eyes not getting any better? You got to use it in the right consistency, and you've got to use eye cream twice a day. Okay, there's my song and dance, and there's me telling on my husband. But it was good for me too, because I'm like, okay, you're right. Use as much product as you want because either do or do not. It's kind of like a Yoda thing. There is no middle ground. If you want your skin and your face and your under eyes to look better, you've got to be consistent and you've got to give it the right stuff. Okay, now, spring tip number 2, trend tip, is the same thing. Well, same parts of your face. I almost died when I read the spring trend is to faux contour. I think they called it something else. I'm like, I've been making up faux contour since the day I learned that as a summer, I should not wear bronzer or contour. And it's a trend is to not have that heavy contour that makes us look a little bit older, a little bit deeper, and kind of, it can bring your face down. We want something light and bright. And so they talked about using a deep blush as a contour. I'm like, I'm going to die. I can't wait to tell everybody that I was spot on and it's not a trend. Guys, this is what you want to do. So either take your wineberry that you were just using or use your desert rose. And I'm going to use desert rose, but you can use wineberry. Here, I'll use wineberry because I did use it on my eyes. Hold on. Because if we're multitasking and we don't want too much different product. Wineberry, right as your cheekbone starts to come underneath. There we go. Just like we would contour, right as it comes underneath. And then I'm going to go right around the perimeter of my face, sides of nose, maybe a little bit on my nose, jawline. So I'm giving myself a little bit of color, but I'm also giving myself a little bit of dimension. You see how that made my cheekbones pop right through there? But I didn't use a heavy brown, which is going to make me look older. It's going to make me look, it's just going to draw my face down. So then you're going to take your Rogue Rose, and here is spring trend tip number 3 is powder blush is back. Well, in my world, it never left, but those of you who went to a cream everything, come on back, because powder is back. It stays longer. I told you guys that. It looks prettier. It doesn't separate on your face. So, love being right. It's like my favorite. It's like a part-time job for me. Okay, who am I kidding? It's a full-time job. I'm always right. Always, always, always. So powder blush is back. Yay! So with this Sugar Rush cotton candy, I'm just blending here. Pinky, 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 pinky. Now, all you're going to do here is just a gloss. And so once again, if you're feeling sweet, do pink ballerina. If you're feeling sassy, do pink fusion. It's Monday. You have to be sassy on Monday because Mondays are for world domination. You guys know I got my lips tattooed last week, right? It's only the first one, so you can kind of see it, but we'll go darker next time. But I am obsessed. Didn't feel that good, but it's gonna look good. So all you need is a gloss. Like I said, if you want a sassy punch, pink fusion. If you want to go softer, the Sweeter Do Pink Ballerina. And here it is. You've got this Sugar Rush, cutesy, easy, more dash out the door look than anything. And your 3 trends are the Sugar Rush pink look, the Faux Contour, duh. I mean, who trending before it was a trend? That's me. That's me. And then powdered blush, duh. Yes, come on back. Okay, I've said all I need to say, but there it is. Tell me what you're going to try. Tell me what you're going to love. Tell me which of the 3 trends you are sold out on. Like, yes, I am going to love that. And then what's the trend that you're like, Heather, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to have to see. Okay, tell me that in the comment section. Thanks. Happy Monday. Go world dominate.